Hey, if you are an attorney and you are looking to get better results from your marketing in 2021, then I'd like to share with you the 3 absolutely crucial elements of every single successful internet marketing campaign. If you're missing any one of these 3 things, I can promise you're not going to get great results. You may get some results, but you're not going to get the kind of results that you want. I'm Mike Perez. I'm the founder of ilawyermarketing. I've been doing law firm marketing for the past 15 plus years now, so quite a long time. And in that time, ilawyermarketing has worked with hundreds of firms across the country, helping them to develop smarter and better internet marketing strategies to help them generate more leads and ultimately more cases. Okay, so the very first element of successful internet marketing campaigns. This is something you absolutely have to have if you want to have success, and that is you need high visibility on the internet. Obvious, but there are many different ways somebody can find you online. For some people, it may find you on Facebook. Some people may find you on Instagram, or they may find you on Bing. But for most consumers out there, the way they go about searching for a lawyer online, they use Google. And that's where you need to have extremely high visibility if you want to do well. We do a study every single year. This last year, we had one where we involved over 1,000 participants. And in that study, one of the questions we asked is what would be their primary method for researching a lawyer online, and 86% of those polled said that they would use Google. So if you weren't sure, this should give you even more confidence that that's where you need to be. All right, now let's talk about the Google search results. If I type in Los Angeles personal injury lawyer in the same way that a consumer would do when they're going online looking for a lawyer, we get a bunch of different elements that are part of these SERPs, as we call them, the search engine results pages. So up top, we see the LSA ads. Those are the local services ads. We see the normal traditional text ads identified by the word ad here next to the text. Then we see the map pack, and then we come down to the organic results. Now, the organic results are still the most clicked element of these search engine results pages. So you need to have high visibility and high rankings on these organic search results. Now, we did a study recently to try to determine how these new LSA ads impact the search results and where people click. And as you can see, 28% of those that participated in this study, this was again was one that involved over 1,000 people. They clicked on the local services ads 28% of the time, 17% on these text ads, another 17% in the local map pack, and then we see 37% of those that participated in the study that clicked on the organics, and predominantly these 1 and 2 spots. So you do need to have high rankings because, as we see in this image, the higher up, the more click activity that you're going to get. Now, in this example, this is our client that ranks number 1, Panashane Boyle. We've worked with them for a number of years, helping them to have high visibility and helping them to generate new cases by having that great visibility. Now, just so you know that we know what we're doing, and it's not just one instance, let's search NYC personal injury lawyer. And this number 1 site here, trylaw1.com, Sullivan Pepin. This is a site that we optimized. We built the site, designed it, developed it, and helped that thing to get great visibility. And I may search and say New York City, right? The way that consumers search is different. But our goal is to optimize, and you want to be optimized for as many different search phrases as possible. Here, for that same variation of the search phrase, we see they're still number 1. All right, and let's do another one. This time I'll change it up from a personal injury term to a criminal term. So this is a client that we have in Arizona, in Phoenix, and they rank here in the number 1 spot for that term organically. So, and you should know though, like, you're not always going to rank number 1. Rankings fluctuate on a regular basis, right? They may go up and down. Like, for example, yesterday, our client was number 1 for Denver personal injury lawyer. If I do that search right now, okay, well, he is number 1 here, sorry. But earlier this morning, I did the search and he was number 3. It just goes to show you that rankings change on a regular basis. Rankings fluctuate as Google updates their algorithm, which they do over 3,000 times every year. So anybody that tells you that they can guarantee you number 1 rankings, they're doing that out of desperation, because nobody can guarantee you number 1 rankings, not even us, who are literally the best in the business at search engine optimization for lawyers. So just beware of marketing companies to make that kind of claim. Now, this is a good time to start talking about the second key component of successful law firm marketing, and that is your website. You need to have a visually appealing website that converts at an above average rate. Let's click into this Fang Law Firm site. This is a site we designed and developed, and our goal with every single site we create is to try to make it look better than your competitors. There are certain elements that we include in every single site that we create that we know help increase the conversion rates. One being calls to action above the fold, selling points above the fold. If we have video, then we like to include that as well. But these are things that will increase the conversion rate. If you don't know what conversion rate is, if you have 100 visitors that come to your site and 5 people contact your firm, then your conversion rate is 5%. And so conversion rate optimization is a big part of what we do. We want to try to maximize the ability of your site to convert those visitors, especially for those firms that are spending a lot of money on paid search. You need to have web pages that will convert, and that's where a lot of firms don't even look at that kind of a thing, and a lot of marketing companies don't measure those kind of things. But it's such a huge component of your success that you absolutely must be doing that. As we scroll through this site here, we see that it is visually impressive. The site content is not overwhelming. It's laid out nicely, which is an important factor as well when it comes to converting, is to not overwhelm the visitor. And this is a mistake that a lot of law firm websites make. They try to put too much information into a little area. And it's very important to have a website where it's easy to use, both on desktop and on mobile. All right, now let's take a look at this site on mobile, because this is another area where law firms do not pay enough attention, marketing companies do not pay enough attention to the experience that a user has when they're on a mobile device. And this is something that Google will be using in 2021 in their algorithm. They're called the page experience metrics, and they will be looking at that kind of a thing. And not only will that impact the conversion rate of your site, but it will also impact your rankings directly. So it's absolutely something that you need to be paying attention to. When we build a site, we want to make sure that it looks phenomenal, both on desktop and on mobile, giving users a great user experience where text is not too small, everything is easy, can be found simply by navigation menus that stick and make it easy for a user to find what it is that they're looking to find on your site. If you looked at your analytics, I bet that over half of your traffic comes from mobile devices. So it's something that most law firms don't pay enough attention to, and you absolutely have to if you want to have a high conversion rate on your website. Now, to stress the importance of this even further, we polled over 1,000 people in our latest study, asking them which device that they would use if they were researching a lawyer, and 53% said that they would use both a mobile device and their desktop or laptop computer. Another 23% said that they would use only their mobile device to research a lawyer. So combined, that's 76% of people that will end up at some point in time on your website on a mobile device. So you need to make sure that you give those visitors a great user experience. Your site needs to load quickly, and that's one of the mistakes that most firms make when it comes to their website. That's where they lose a lot of visitors, because their website takes so long to load on a mobile device. For a lot of firms, your sites are taking 10 seconds or longer to load on mobile, and that's the kind of thing that chases visitors away and ends up costing you cases. So you're wasting your marketing dollars. So make sure that you optimize the mobile experience for those website visitors. So let's talk about the third and final key element of successful law firm marketing campaigns, and that is social proof. You need to have great reviews for your law firm online if you want people to end up hiring you. In this last study that we did, we asked participants, would you research an attorney's online reviews before you hired them? And 98% of people said that they would. So clearly, this is something that's extremely important to users. You can put whatever you want on your own website. Obviously, you're not going to put bad reviews on there, but consumers will validate you, and they want to go online to see what other people are saying about your firm. In that same study, we asked which review sites matter, and Google was the one that they selected the most, with 90% of those participants saying that that was the review site that matters to them most. Yelp had 69%. For those of you that are ignoring Yelp, you shouldn't be. Facebook, 35%, and then Avvo came in fourth with 13%. And that's because most consumers don't even know what Avvo is. That's something that obviously everybody in the legal community knows, but most consumers do not know. So doesn't mean you ignore Avvo, but that is the one that matters the least in terms of online reviews. So if I take this Search Los Angeles Personal Injury Lawyer that I showed you earlier, and let's just say somebody visits our client site, Panachet & Boyle, and then they want to do reviews. They want to find out what people are saying about this firm, right? Because they look impressive on their website, but they'll then search Panachet Boyle reviews. And we see Google reviews here. So for them, they have 47 reviews and an average of 5-star, or 4.9 is their average rating. That's very good. Of course, Google is not the only review that they will look at. They also want to look at what is being said about you on Yelp. Yelp's a little bit tougher when it comes to reviews, and their criteria for accepting reviews is tougher, as a lot of you may already know, but you also need to get reviews from Yelp. Here, if I click through, we see that Panachet & Boyle has an average of 5 stars out of 23 reviews. So clearly, these guys have good reviews. And for a consumer who does that search, they find them online, they go look at their reviews, then absolutely somebody's going to call this firm, not only because their website is impressive and shows that they have gotten pretty incredible results for their clients, but they also see that people are saying good things about them online. So don't forget about reviews. You need to make that a priority for your firm in 2021 if you have not before. In addition to that, that's also a ranking factor in the local pack, right? So you need to make sure that you get reviews for your firm, as that's going to help increase your visibility. A lot of times these three key elements all work together hand in hand. So that's it. Those are the 3 keys to successful law firm marketing. If you are unhappy with your marketing and you want to do better in 2021, feel free to reach out to us. Click the link below. We'd be happy to do a free marketing evaluation for you, analyze where you are right now and how you're performing, and to find out if we can help you out or not. We don't work with everybody. We're actually pretty selective in who we choose to work with, just as I imagine you are selective in the law firm marketing companies that you choose to work with. So if we want to find out if we're a fit, contact us, click the link below, and let's see if we can make a positive impact for you in 2021.